You hang up the phone, your heart racing with a mix of excitement and nerves. Tomorrow, you'll be stepping into a new life, leaving behind the familiarity of your old existence for the promise of luxury and comfort. As you pack a small bag with essentials, you can't help but wonder what the future holds. What will it be like to be Doian's companion? Will he treat you kindly? Or will there be strings attached to his generous offer? Asterisk. The next day arrives faster than you expected. At noon sharp, a sleek black car pulls up outside your apartment building. The driver exits and approaches you with a polite nod. Asterisk, Kai. Asterisk, he asks, confirming your identity. Asterisk, you nod, clutching your bag tightly as you follow him to the car. The interior is plush and comfortable, far nicer than anything you've ever ridden in before. Asterisk, the car ride is smooth and uneventful, giving you time to collect your thoughts. As you approach the city center, the driver pulls up to an impressive skyscraper. The building towers above the surrounding structures, its sleek glass facade reflecting the sunlight. This, you realize, must be Doian's headquarters. Asterisk, the driver escorts you inside, where a receptionist directs you to the top floor. Your heart pounds in your chest as you step out of the elevator, finding yourself in a spacious office with floor-to-ceiling windows, offering a breathtaking view of the city. Behind a large mahogany desk sits Doian, looking every bit the successful businessman in his tailored suit. Asterisk, he looks up as you enter, a warm smile spreading across his face. Kai. Asterisk, he stands up and walks around the desk, his eyes never leaving yours. As he approaches, you can't help but notice the way his suit hugs his muscular frame, accentuating his broad shoulders and narrow waist. He stops in front of you, close enough that you can smell the faint scent of his cologne, a mix of sandalwood and something uniquely him. I'm glad you made it. Asterisk, he says softly, reaching out to gently take your bag from your grasp. Asterisk, I trust your journey was comfortable. Asterisk, his fingers brush against yours as he takes the bag, sending a shiver down your spine. You nod, unable to find your voice for a moment. Asterisk, why yes. Asterisk, you manage to stammer out. Asterisk, it was very comfortable, thank you. Asterisk, Doian smiles, seeming pleased with your response. He sets your bag aside and turns back to face you, his hands resting on his hips. Good. Asterisk, his gaze sweeps over you, taking in your appearance with an appreciative eye. Asterisk, you look even more stunning than I remembered. Asterisk, he murmurs, his voice low and husky. Asterisk, I have a feeling you're going to fit in perfectly here. Asterisk, he steps closer, invading your personal space. You can feel the heat radiating off his body, and your heart rate quickens in response. Doian reaches out, his fingers lightly brushing against your cheek as he tilts your face up towards his. I have a few things I'd like to discuss with you. Asterisk, he says softly, his thumb tracing the curve of your jaw. Asterisk, but first, I think a celebration is in order. After all, today marks the beginning of a new chapter for both of us. Asterisk, his eyes flicker down to your lips for a moment before meeting your gaze again. The air between you is thick with tension, and you find yourself leaning into his touch unconsciously. What did you have in mind? Asterisk, you ask breathlessly, your voice barely above a whisper. Doian's lips curl into a slow, seductive smile at your question. His hand slides from your cheek to the back of your neck, his fingers tangling in your hair. Asterisk, something intimate. Asterisk, he murmurs, his breath ghosting over your lips. Asterisk, just the two of us. I want to get to know you better, Kai. Every inch of you. Asterisk, his other hand settles on your waist, pulling you flush against him. You can feel the hard planes of his chest through his suit jacket and the evidence of his arousal pressing against your stomach. Your breath hitches at the contact, a rush of heat flooding through your veins. I have a private dining room reserved for us. Asterisk, Doian continues, his voice low and husky. Asterisk, we can enjoy a gourmet meal, sip on expensive wine, and see where the night takes us. Asterisk, he leans in closer, his lips brushing against the shell of your ear. Asterisk, his lips brush against the shell of your ear. Asterisk, what do you say, Kai? Will you let me pamper you tonight? Asterisk, his voice is a low, seductive purr, sending shivers down your spine. Asterisk, I promise to make it a night you'll never forget. Asterisk, the invitation hangs in the air between you, loaded with unspoken promises and desires. You can feel the weight of his gaze on your face, waiting for your response. The room feels suddenly warm, the air thick with anticipation. Doian's hand on your waist tightens slightly, his thumb tracing small circles against the fabric of your shirt. His other hand remains tangled in your hair, holding you gently but firmly in place. He's giving you the power to decide, but his body language makes it clear what he wants, what he expects. Asterisk, the choice is yours, Kai. Will you accept his offer and step into this new world of luxury and passion? Asterisk, your heart races as you consider Doian's invitation, the temptation of a lavish evening with him too enticing to resist. You can already imagine the delicious food, the fine wine, and the undeniable chemistry that crackles between you. Slowly, a smile spreads across your face as you nod your consent. Yes, asterisk, you breathe out, your voice barely audible. Asterisk, I'd love to spend the evening with you, Doian. Asterisk, a triumphant grin spreads across his face at your words, his eyes gleaming with satisfaction and desire. Without warning, he leans in and captures your lips in a searing kiss, his mouth moving against yours with a hunger that steals your breath away. His hand on your neck tightens slightly, pulling you deeper into the kiss as his tongue sweeps along the seam of your lips, demanding entrance. Asterisk, you melt into him, parting your lips to grant him access. The kiss is intense and passionate, a promise of the pleasures to come. Asterisk, as the kiss deepens, Doian's hands roam over your body, exploring the contours of your muscles through your shirt. His touch is firm and possessive, marking you as his. When he finally pulls back, you're both breathing heavily, your lips swollen from the intensity of the kiss. Excellent choice. Asterisk, he murmurs, his voice husky with desire. I promise you won't regret it. Asterisk, he takes your hand and leads you out of the office, his grip strong and confident as you walk through the sleek corridors of his company headquarters. You can't help but feel a sense of excitement and trepidation. Asterisk, the elevator ride to the private dining room is a blur, your mind still reeling from the intensity of Doian's kiss. As the doors open, you're greeted by a stunning view of the city skyline, through floor-to-ceiling windows. The dining room itself is elegantly appointed, with a single table set for two in the center of the room. Soft, ambient lighting casts a warm glow over everything, creating an intimate atmosphere. Doian leads you to the table and pulls out a chair for you, his hand resting on the small of your back as he guides you to sit. Once you're settled, he takes his own seat across from you, his eyes never leaving yours. A bottle of champagne to start. He asks smoothly, signaling to a waiter, who appears almost instantly with a chilled bottle and two flutes. As the waiter pours the champagne, Doian leans forward, his elbows resting on the table. I must say, he begins, his voice low and intimate. The waiter finishes pouring the champagne and disappears silently, leaving you alone with Doian once more. I must say, he repeats, his gaze intense and unwavering. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for someone like you to come into my life. Someone who can keep up with me, challenge me, and satisfy me in ways no one else can.